Welcome to another episode of I Know Jax. I'm Joe Talentino. Today we're going to start by talking about fresh food, healthy food. We're going to visit one of my favorite hangouts in Jax Beach, This Chick's Kitchen.
So we're here at your, what do you call this, the innovation station?
Yes, the innovation station.
Let's start innovating.
Let's do that. Okay.
So what does that mean?
Okay, so what that means is instead of me constantly coming up with these ways of using farm fresh foods.
So I get to pick what I want?
Right, exactly.
I like that.
And this makes everybody happy because if you're a vegan, well, here it is. If you're a vegetarian, well, kind of there it is.
Right.
And if you're a salmon eater, pescatarian, well, we have that too.
Cool.
But you can build your foundation plant-based, which is how we eat.
Right.
And you can pick a salad, a wrap, and right now we have collard wraps.
Right.
Or a bowl, which would be a hot grain of some sort.
Cool.
A brown rice, a quinoa. It's mostly all we're going to use.
All right.
Sometimes amaranth, but it doesn't hold up very well. So anyway, let's just pretend you want a salad, because right? We're going to put salad down.
I'm known as a big salad eater around town.
Are you really? I don't believe that. I know. I've seen you. So all the greens from here.
There are flowers in there.
Right. Those are nasturtiums. These are the nasturtiums are from Very Good Farms. The lettuces are mostly from KYV Farms.
So everything you have here basically is from Jacksonville, right?
Well, some go to Switzerland, which is by St. Augustine.
Oh, not Europe.
No, there's nothing here from Europe but my parents. But yeah, so this is all Jacksonville.
It's all local.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that's not. Okay, good.
I've had those before. They're good.
Right, they're sweet and they're peppery.
And a little peppery on the outside.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I like that. So this is quinoa, but this is our tabbouleh.
That's the weird one. It's hard to say, but
quinoa, right? When they see how it's spelled, they have no idea.
It's quino to me.
I'm not going to go there, but to you.
To all my friends in North Georgia, it's quino.
To a lot of people, it is, and that's okay as long as they try it. I don't care.
It's okay, right?
These are snow pea shoots.
Okay.
And I'd put them on your plate, but I can't get them apart. And these are from our garden. Oh, I did.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay.
So the snow pea shoots are from the garden. I don't know how you feel about olives.
I love olives.
This is my mom's recipe.
Talentino.
Oh, right.
Duh.
I forgot.
Rosaria.
Exactly, yeah. And this is Nonna Anna's recipe. So
okay, nice.
I just took it a little step somewhere else. But it's olives, and these olives are from my pickles. So even if our ingredients aren't grown here, the olives are actually brined and
cool.
So
prepared by our local people.
Right. These
Brussels sprouts, I love.
Do you?
I love Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I wasn't gonna put them on your plate, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God, I can't stand these things."
I love them. I love roasting them in the oven with just olive oil, salt, and pepper.
That's what they are. And my husband used to tell me horror stories about growing up about Brussels sprouts.
Oh, me too. But that was before I had them prepared right.
Right.
They were always boiled. You boil stuff.
I don't. Well, they used to.
Rosaria kept piling up all kinds of fresh goodies on my salad.
This is apple cider vinegar, hemp seed, and hemp seed oil.
So tell me a little bit about the philosophy of the whole place. I mean, you had a great explanation that you had.
A client of mine, right? Socially conscious. We were struggling with the term. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like it too.
It's way better than my term, which was clean.
Well, it is clean.
Yes,
super
but
clean, but people don't understand that.
Food, yeah.
And that's another reason we took the walls down. We want to show that not only was the food clean, but the behavior was clean as well.
Right.
But also show that we are walking the walk. People know me from This Chick Can't Cook. We had delivery service, and we still provide delivery services. And a lot of these foods are they showcase, but you pick what you like, and we'll box it up, and on your way you go. We've been discussing sometimes, what is this called? What is this called? Are you vegan? Are you this? Are you gluten-free?
Right.
No, it's taking care of your community and serving your customers properly.
Whatever you want to call it, it's incredible. Fresh, creative, local, and very tasty. Next time you come to Jax Beach, make sure to stop by This Chick's Kitchen. The place is tucked in on 4th Street South, right behind the Hash House. Rosaria is a great chef. I always enjoy her innovative, fresh food. Now, her restaurant's open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 to 5 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 to 8 p.m. Now, she's also started some cooking classes on Monday, and I think those would be pretty interesting to check out too. Now make sure to visit her place, and when you do, let her know that I Know Jax sent you. As a small business owner, I wear many different hats throughout the week. Right now, I'm working hard on becoming a little bit more polished and sophisticated. Yeah, I know it's an uphill battle, but I'm learning to appreciate the finer things in life. Kris is helping me learn to appreciate wine, and I think if you ask him, he'll say that's an uphill battle. But today, we're taking a big step forward. I'm with my buddy Kris Chislett, the wine guy, and today we're going to learn something awesome. What's it going to be?
We are. We're actually gonna drink some wine.
I love that.
We spent so many segments just talking about it.
I know.
How
and
much fun is that? You know.
Not much fun. Wait, let's drink it.
So we got Ernie Els Cabernet.
Yep, he's a famous dude from South Africa.
Yeah, apparently. I was kidding before we even came on air that he was a famous baseball player.
And I didn't even know. I was like, I don't follow baseball. He's a golfer, though.
Famous golfer.
Yeah.
Famous golfer. So this is his Cabernet, 2011, South African Cabernet. We've already poured it in the glass, and we kind of wanted to talk more about the actual tasting notes.
Okay.
A little bit itself. And
like how to taste?
Yeah, the actual tasting process a little bit.
There's a process. Oh,
there is.
no.
I know. You can't just chug
More
from
rules.
the bottle. I'm sorry.
I was like,
you know,
I was already ready to chug.
Brown bag it and go all the way up. So, first thing we want to look at is the. You can pick it up.
Okay.
That's
I learned
hands
I
off altogether.
did it wrong.
Yeah. So we'll pick it up. We look at the color first of all, and
that's color for
he
you.
was making fun of me, like, so I've got my notes, but this is the reason that.
Great way to cheat. I see how
you see. Right, so if we, what we've got here is a little bit of white paper with
some letters on it.
Some letters on it. This is how we look at the actual colour of the wine itself, if you can read through it, which as we kind of look down there, it's kind of hard to read through it, right? So that's the first thing
so
that
it's
we're looking
full-bodied,
at.
right?
Yeah, it's very intense wine.
Gotcha.
You know, you can barely read through it, so that's just, I don't know. You can do it with just a white napkin or whatever.
Right.
That'll tell you that, it's going to be a pretty intense
Gives you a color.
wine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Cabernet, normally a really full-bodied, a little bit more in-your-face wine.
Right.
So let's give it a swirl.
I love swirling.
We love swirling.
I don't even understand why I do it.
Makes you look
but I do
awesome.
it. I know it does.
Plus we're wearing
Very
black
sophisticated.
shirts, so it
Very
doesn't matter
sophisticated.
if we spill
and
anyway.
I will.
Right, well, me too, to be honest. So give it a bit of a swirl, just helps it open up. Actually in the glass itself, we just opened the wine, so it's kind of been sleeping.
Sleeping.
Like in
me.
the bottle. Right, so we're gonna wake up. Yeah. So I'll give it a swirl, and then give it a sniff. So I'll help you with some of these tasting notes.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you with some of these.
Because all I know right now is this is a red wine.
Right. So it's from South Africa. Kind of weird country in its,
from a wine standpoint.
Yeah, when you start dealing with South African wine, it's viewed as what we call a New World country, so it's one of the newer wine-producing countries, but the wines themselves have some of those earthier, we would say kind of like barnyard.
Okay.
It doesn't sound
very
appetizing.
No,
but
I'm not going to go there.
You will get some of those funky kind of aromas on the nose.
I got funky aroma going.
So it's not just all about the fruit with South African wine. Yeah, there's fruit there, but So give it a taste.
All right.
On the nose, I get a lot of black fruit, a little bit heavier. So like blackberry, cassis, plum, those kind of things.
Yeah, plum. I love that noise.
I know he does. Yeah. It's just giving it a little bit of air in my mouth. But what do you think? I know you're not a big wine drinker, but
I love wine. I just never know which one to buy. That's why I have you around.
Right. So
no, it's pretty good. It's full. I mean,
it is.
That's kind of how I would describe it.
With a lot, with Cabernet in particular, especially from South Africa, you need something with it, right? You need steak with it. That's what a lot of people have a hard time appreciating.
So that's what you pair with this?
Yeah, like the really full-bodied red wines. People have a really hard time with them.
Right.
But a lot of the time, these kind of wines are meant for food.
That's how you
need
what you
something
pair it with
them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we've got a lot of plum, a lot of cassis, a lot of heavy black fruit.
Yeah.
There's some spices in there. You got a little bit of
but not too spicy, really.
No, it's not over the top. A little bit of pepper.
What would you recommend pairing with that?
I mean, I like steak, I like lamb.
Okay.
I like picking up, personally, when it comes to food and wine pairing, I'm a big fan of of picking up on the actual flavors in the food, flavors in the wine, picking up on that in the food. So maybe
complementing
some
each other.
Yeah, maybe some black fruit reduction with lamb or something like that. So yeah, or picking up on the spices or the herbs and the herbs.
All the herbs. Well, that's it for Ernie Els and us today, and we look forward to seeing you guys again on the next Wine Gossip. Herbs? Herbs? That's obviously how the Brits say it. Makes you sound all refined and sophisticated, I guess. Now, I did learn something new today. Cheers, mate! And speaking of people who speak English with a funny accent, Ernie Els is a famous South African golfer who's known as the Big Easy because of his fluid swing. He probably says herbs too. What do you think? Time to leave golf, but we're going to continue with drinks. I went down to Campeche Bay and met with my drinking buddies Fawn and Lindsay to try out what kind of concoctions master mixologist Brian comes up with.
How about a Viper premium tequila?
Little premium tequila. Don't do little, I like a lot. Then Brian adds orange liqueur. Then it's time for the special Viper juice. Brian says he's sure I'm gonna like it. What's in it?
Cucumber.
Oh,
Like that.
remember my cucumber face?
Cucumber has been blended with lime,
Okay, lime I
simple
like.
syrup.
That's
It sounds a little vicious, but
You had
very
me.
refreshing.
You had me all the way up till the cucumber part, and now I'm going to insist that Fawn drink this one. Fawn insisted that I at least tasted it.
You have to try it.
Well, hey,
Everybody can
before
try.
we have to do a little splash of cayenne.
So I did. But no Viper for me. Next, the sangria swirl. Sugar on the rim, then Brian adds, well, sangria.
Homemade
Yeah.
sangria.
Then frozen margarita is added.
And it's a swirl.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm digging that.
Yeah.
It's really, we sell a lot of these.
Yes.
It also looks like a girly drink, but I think I can drink that one.
Well,
It's
I
in a
ate-
big glass.
No cucumbers in there.
Lucky.
I even put a pink straw in there for you.
That one's my favorite.
I like
Gone
that.
in a second.
Okay, we're gonna go retro a little bit.
Retro.
Retro.
Retro
this-
rad.
Before these girls were born, there was something that was famous out
I don't
there.
even want to think about that.
It was called the lava lamp. But it's really cool to look at.
They're really cool to look at. I've heard.
So we take your beer of choice,
Gotcha.
about a quarter of the way, and then we fill it up with frozen margaritas.
Dude, that looks
And,
cool.
You know, that's kind of like a lava lamp. But the beer really cuts down, again, like it did in the double-fisted Rosaria. It really cuts down.
It
on
cuts the
thirst.
sour part. Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. That's why I love coming to Campeche, man. While doing I Know Jax over the years, I've had the privilege of meeting lots of very cool people. And one of those people is Brian Poling, the bartender in the video from Campeche Bay. Brian is one of those guys who makes everyone feel like a superstar. Brian is going through a really tough time right now. He was recently diagnosed with squamous cell carcinoma. Now his friends have set up a GoFundMe page for donations. You can visit that page at gofundme.com/Brian Poling. Now even the smallest donation would be helpful to Brian. Thank you, and Brian, we got your back, buddy. That's it for this week's episode of I Know Jax. I'll be back next week with a brand new show. But before then, I'll see you on the internet. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Now, if this is your first time watching an IKnowJax.com video, I would love to have you subscribe so that I can continue to help you find fun things to do in the Jacksonville area. Every weekday, I do a daily video update to remind you of the things that are happening this week. Plus, we do features on great restaurants in the River City and a weekly video calendar of events to help you plan for awesome experiences. And last but not least, every week we create a new full-length episode on all the best places to eat local, drink local, and be local. So subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.